Welcome to the second region soccer boys championship between your Henderson County Colonels and the UHA Blazers. No love lost between these two teams, I'm sure, during this season or through the last couple of years as they played a couple of years ago in the regional tournament. We've got our same crew back tonight. Mr. Ryan Monroe and Ben Dempsey. Ben Stone will be on video, and Isaac Thatcher back at the station. We'll go to Coach first, Ben Dempsey. Coach, what do you go back, if you go back at all, to the games that you played before? It's 3-1 win for UHA at UHA.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a couple moments you can go back to for sure that University Heights has been really good on set plays, corner kicks, things like that. So I know Coach Pryor really spent a little bit of time picking up some matchups. I think the both teams have evolved and changed a little bit in the last few weeks, but University Heights especially is having watched them play, obviously Henderson this week, they're still really good on corner kicks and free kicks. The game and create some chances, but it comes down to can you stop UHA on those corner kick opportunities. And then if you're Henderson, it's really get off to a fast start. Last night against Hopkinsville, they were electric the first 20 or 30 minutes getting after them. A couple of early goals in this game could set the tone in a positive way for us.
Now, Ryan, I got to ask you first off, good Lord, my son's up there making noise. This is a question not really on the soccer field, but you as a dad, is this going to take some of the nerves away? You getting to talk up here? No. That's going to take the nerves away. All right.
As I said last night, it was the first year that I got one of my own kids, just biological kids, playing out on the field. But I've been around all these guys for so long. It's always anxious, and it just means that. So yeah, no calming of the nerves for me.
Now, Ryan, what do you think about this game? Of course, I'm sure you were at the game when we played UHA. Now they do have one guy out, number 10.
So actually, that was one that I had to miss, but I watched the film and I talked to some of the guys about it. And, I think UHA went into it feeling really strong. They were already top of the region. Kind of looking at the standings early on, really through the entire regular season. As we talked about last night, a younger crew this year, and a lot of players just stepping into their varsity roles, taking some time to find their identity. So that confidence really helped UHA. And outside of that, they run aerials. One aerials, two of those 3 goals came off of headers from corner kicks. The third was a set piece.
It doesn't have to be
all. They wanted it bad. It ended up being with the first game that they ever beat Henderson County, and they definitely let everybody know about that after the final whistle. But I think our guys kind of feel some sort of way about that. They want to right the wrong from earlier in the season, and they're ready themselves.
Coach and Ryan, real quick, just give a little bit of what you think about this. No matter what sport you play on, you don't want to get hot until the very end. Colonel's kind of slumped in going to the end of the season, but man, boy, they are on fire come postseason.
Yeah, honestly, getting a couple goals early, I thought last night's game against Hopkinsville was going to be a lot closer than what it was. Once the game got going, I think Ryan said yesterday that our boys have scored 15 goals and only given up 1 over 2 games. They only scored 50 goals in the season, so that's amazing, especially the first 2 rounds of the regional tournament. And I think we have to forget this, but sometimes forget that Hopkinsville was the district winner, excuse me. And so they beat UHA twice this year. And so beating Hopkinsville 7-1 last night gives us a lot of confidence once again.
At this time, we ask that you please rise. And gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national.
When I was asked to join Owensboro Health's board, it felt like a calling. As a board member, I am a voice to the voiceless, bringing their concerns to the table to ensure continuous excellence. You're treated like family, with connection, compassion, and trusted care from neighbors who truly care. I am proud to help ensure that every voice is heard and every patient receives the care they deserve.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street. When you need a new roof, make the call to Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. They are certified in multiple brands of shingles and offer financing on all projects. They are licensed, insured, and they carry workers' comp on their employees. Honest pricing and guarantee on all work. Danny has over 25 years experience in the roofing and siding industry and has owned his own business for over 22 years. Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. Let the world champ put a world-class roof on your home. Call today, 270-577-9668.
Secure your future with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm, providing excellence in life insurance for over 20 years. With us, your legacy is safe. Our dedicated team at 316 14th Street, Henderson, is ready to guide your journey towards financial security. Don't hesitate. Call us now at 270-826-9583 and embark on a safe, uncertainty-free tomorrow with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm.
I am more than the box you put me in.
I'm spontaneous.
I am a good friend.
I choose to do the right thing, even if others don't.
I choose to be substance-free.
We aren't alone, and we are done with your box.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
When I was asked to join Owensboro Health's board, it felt like a calling. As a board member, I am a voice to the voiceless, bringing their concerns to the table to ensure continuous excellence. You're treated like family, with connection, compassion, and trusted care from neighbors who truly care. I am proud to help ensure that every voice is heard and every patient receives the care they deserve.
Welcome back to Henderson County High School.
You ready? Push up high, it's gonna be quick. Lick your shoe, Gabe, Tyler, it'll be quick.
Welcome back to the second region championship game, West Kentucky Soccer Academy. The West Kentucky Soccer Academy is built from the bluegrass and driving the future in the game. WKSA Blues Soccer. Good going. The future of Henderson Soccer since 2017. Find WKSA online at wksa.sportsite.com. Go Colonels, charge on.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the kickoff of the second regional championship match here at Colonel Field. We're just underway. 15 seconds in, UHA had the kickoff, and as we're watching, Colonels are attacking from left to right. The ball currently being dropped back by Alex Bowley. Gage Leslie finds him up the near side touchline. Alex unable to control that. Turnover, UHA going the other way. UHA taking switches to the far side of the field. Dribbling up the far touchline, and one touch too many gets that out of play. We see the Colonels with thrown on the far touchline, closing midfield.
So interesting early, just that Alex Bowling pretty much being one of the top players in the region on this far side, or this near side over here, number 8. Completely 1 versus 1 if you can receive the ball. You would think this type of game early on, if I was your trainer, the one thing you don't do is allow one of the top players in the region opportunities to run for these kind of moments.
Here comes right here, yep, Miles Pryor trying to find Alex getting out to the right side there, but that pass cut off by the UHA center back, and as Henderson works the ball over in the far side attacking corner, deflection goes off UHA, going to be a Colonel's throw in deep in the attacking third. Big throw coming in from Miles Pryor, trying to find the header to Alex Bowley. Alex unable to get it, and that ball gets cleared out wide over here to the near touchline for another Colonel's throw. Yeah, he was absolutely on the island that day.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things that's surprising early on. Just like I said, all this guy works all the way, all days to be able to give him that much space. Obviously, all that, just one moment in the game where you're checking out worst case scenario, especially the ball.
Maybe just a little bit of tunnel vision early here for the Blazers as the game's just getting started and getting settled in. But another Colonel's throw in the third. That's going to go out over the end line, result in a Colonel's corner kick over here on the near side. From the side that it's on, I can't quite see who it is. I'm going to assume it's Warren Grove, left-footed player, going to be looking to hit an in-swinger. Ball gets played in, great ball dropping in at the right spot. Couple headers, bounces out to Miles Pryor toward the top of the box, and then looks to hit the ball, but can't quite get his hit.
Hey, we gotta pick up the tempo, let's go!
And be coming out for the Blazers goal kick.
So having watched AJ a little bit this week, number 1 up front for them and number 12 in the middle are really downhill runners. If you get them any type of opportunity like this, they're fast kids, they run hard. It's a tough matchup for the team. I feel like everywhere else in the field, there's a lot of strengths in there.
He was wearing the same thing as
attack that was getting started for the Blazers. Colonel's back on the attack now. The ball at his feet, trying to dribble with some work, but some good pace over there on the near side of the back line for the Blazers as well. Chases Bowley, the ball gets out of play for UHA throwing. And on that throw, UHA now building out of the back a little bit. Good bit of activity there from Miles Pryor, able to step in and break up the pass. And on the deflection, that's going to be out for another Blazers goal kick.
Position 2, same
They got a ball, your runners here.
Bowley on the left.
What kind of foot you go?
Time to start the game, so maybe a different matchup that he likes right away. So there's something else to kind of keep in mind where
and Zane now had a move center for that, but able to find Jack Monroe. Jack Monroe gets the ball forward to Alex Bowley, but challenged right as he gets to the ball. Alex Bowley and the UHA keeper get a bit of a collision there, and ends up deflecting the ball and goes out wide. And I think that's going to get called for a Colonel's corner.
Henderson Chevrolet GMC, it's all tricks and no tricks. With employee pricing for everyone on new trucks and SUVs at Henderson Chevrolet GMC. That means employee pricing on new Chevrolet Silverados and GMC Sierras. Together, let's drive to Henderson Chevrolet GMC at HendersonChevrolet.com.
Another corner kick in from Warren Grove gets headed out by UHA. Comes back to Grove's feet. Grove finds Monroe at the top of the box. Monroe finds Payne on the back line. Payne looks to cross it in, finds a goal. Shot comes in from Zane Mason. Wrapped up by Blazers goalkeeper and punted out. Colonel's back line. Looking Black with the first touch. Tries to push it forward, but nobody missing it. Sees it right nearby. So he feels down there touching it. Back to Shoemaker. Shoemaker looks and finds Miles Pryor streaking forward early. Miles Pryor getting forward, not able to get a great angle, but shot on goal, saved right on the near post by Blazer Blake. Get started here. Colonel's limiting much damage on the defensive end, but some inspiring attacks early on.
Yeah, honestly, not the corner kicks are great statistics in the game, but having two in the early stages just kind of shows where the Henderson is.
Don't touch it! Like that!
Right there, another quick challenge. Miles Pryor finding Jack Monroe streaking up the middle, but just a little bit short. Jack unable to get that ball first, cleared out by UHA. Comes to a throw-in for the Colonels. Ball back and playing Black on the back line. Lincoln with the big build-up finds Jack Monroe. Jack finds Miles Pryor. Miles coming in the box. Headed first by UHA, challenged after that by Zane Hazelwood, while working over to the far side. A little bit of a collision, but nothing else. Cross coming in for the Colonels, headed out by UHA. The Colonels unable to get a piece of it and get toward the net. That ball's going to get cleared out wide. Like I was saying, Hazelwood, that's going to be
We gotta pick it up! Let's go!
One of my questions I had to ask was Jack got hit last night. So he hit pretty well. I know you got pleaded yesterday. Is he 100% today, or where are we at?
He's probably at 100%. He's a little sore. He's got probably
a bigger cut than I expected.
2-inch laceration right across his patellar tendon there. I was when I first saw that.
Let's go attack the ball!
Glad it wasn't any worse than that. Pretty no worse for the wear. All-region trainer, Miss Milk, that took care of him this time. Colonel's in on the attack now, a couple of headers.
Make the job, deep!
Jack should be good to go. He's moving well right now, so nothing. Blazers getting out on the attack, looking to push forward early, try to get it to one of those downhill runner players that we mentioned earlier, Coach, but Henderson got prepared for it. And 2 looks scored. The players are striker, and apparently Dave Leslie is very unhappy with the ball. Big throw for the Blazers. It's all the way into the Henderson County box, but cleared away at the very last moment by Lincoln Black, just before the Blazers had to get a shot off. Yeah, Coach Pryor was talking yesterday about his cord was not broken with the camera, but looks like it's good for now. But all right, so Blazers throwing coming deep into Colonel's territory. Big throw getting all the way inside the 6, headed out the back by Kenny Shoemaker. That's going to improve that to a corner kick for the Blazers on the near side.
So the main threat, number one, right? We talked about it a little bit. I talked to Coach Pryor a little bit as well. Early in the first game, we showed a short corner. I don't know if it's something they're going to pull out tonight in the championship type game, but this is a big moment for them. I'm not going to create a lot of chances, but this is a good moment for them.
And corner kick comes in, it's a little shallow, headed out by Miles Pryor. Challenged first on the outlet by Jack Monroe. Jack has to drop it back to Miles. Miles is able to push it forward quickly. Henderson County being very careful on this corner kick from the last match where 2 of the new kick goals came from it, so that Miles Pryor and no penalty able to get on it. Then it's Brady trying to get out. A bit of a heavy challenge there on the far side by John Hazelwood. Set piece for the Blazers on the far side. Big swinging kick coming in, and headed first by the Colonels. And instead of letting it go out the back, smart move there.
That's what I was going to say. I love the hustle there. You can tell it's part of the game plan to make sure we're not giving up a lot of corners tonight, giving them chances. We'll give them a throw in here and regroup a little bit, but the last thing we want right away is a corner inside the first 10 minutes.
A little bit of jostling there in the box. Header one on the throw in by Warren Grove. Finds the feet of Beckham Ronald. Beckham Ronald pushes it forward early.
Now we just got to win headers forward, not backward.
Being there for pressure. Bad pass out by the Blazers goalkeeper. Finds Alex Foley. And a little bit of back and forth and some deflections. It's going to get out of play and be a Blazers throwing.
Robin Moore, Edward Jones, a proud sponsor of Henderson County Colonel Soccer on WSIN. call financially advisor Ryan Moore, the guy doing play-by-play tonight at 270-827-3381 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
And as play resumes, Throw-in had a couple of touches back and forth, worked all the way over to the far touchline. And it's going to be deflected out by UHA, throwing for the Colonels. A lot of fast play right now. Colonels throwing already. Unable to start working forward.
Let's not lose sight of one.
Hey, out the far touchline.
Don't lose sight of one.
Just under 30 left here in the first half of the Region 2 championship match.
So other things to pay attention to, we talked about Alex Bowlers on earlier, just with a lot of space. The last couple minutes, there seems to be 1 to 2 defenders that are starting to use that outside a little bit more. So, they're able to settle into the game a little bit.
Great hit here by Warren Rowe. Good diving save by the Blazers goalkeeper. Miles Pryor there first. Cleared out Zane Hazelwood getting there, and Jacqueline Rowe wiped out on the shot at the top of the box. And a no call by Colonel still on the attack. Zane Hazelwood trying to find the ball back to Jacqueline Rowe. And intercepted by the Blazers on the break. Colonel's reacting quickly to step in by Warren Rowe to not let them transition that fast. But the Blazers stay on the ball, looking for a deep penetrating pass, letting Black first on it, and sweeping up the far touchline. Survives the first challenge. Ball still at his feet. Plays forward to Zane Hazelwood. A little bit too much on it. Blazers back line able to clear that forward. And now back with the Colonels back in. Still over on the far touchline. Number 1 from the Blazers driving in. Camden Shoemaker getting over and creating pressure, not allowing him to start working centrally, but that's going to be out for a Blazers corner kick with just under 28 here left in first.
Yeah, those are the moments you can't have. Where ball's in the air, if you can just win the first ball, it doesn't go past us, we don't lose a corner kick opportunity here. So when the UHA started growing.
Substitution for the Blazers, Tirth Shaw.
Blazers getting set up, got a couple one substitution here for the Blazers early on. But over on the far side now, for the Blazers corner kick, very different look from them. Lots of motion on the corner kick all around. Header found by the Blazers. I think so. There's a run on the header there, but gets over the top of the crossbar, and that's going to be coming out for a Colonel's goal kick.
Yeah, that is Dayton Hunt there on the header there. And I think what I was told earlier in the week, I think he's a really good baseball player as well.
Goal kick coming out from Aiden Bugg. Yep, and getting up on. Oh, yeah, okay. I was going to say, a lot of confusion there. So, on the header, getting a foul. It's going to result in a penalty set piece right at the half line. Center pointed one way, and Blazers thought it was theirs. Coming in for the Colonels. So Camden Shoemaker going to set up right here at the half line. Again, what we talked about a lot last night. This is probably a little bit too central for Camden Shoemaker to get much of a good look, but pushes it forward, kind of going across the box and bending. Header first won by the Blazers. Jacqueline Rowe first to the ball. Finds in bring up that pass. Breakaway broken up, intercepted by Beckham Womack. Beckham finds Tyler Payne. Tyler trying to cross over, but not enough on it. And just contract pass forward. Lincoln Black gets on the net and finds Zane Hazelwood over on the far side. A little bit of back and forth. Sees the ball come out. Jacqueline Rowe first to it. Jack wins the header. Still attacking toward the far corner. Miles Pryor. Miles managed to bring it down, but there's an clearance that I believe is now on field. That's going to be a Colonel's throw in over on the far side, deep in the attack.
Not very often you see two players in the same play lose a championship. So it's a unique moment in the region championship as well. But one from Henderson, one from HA to go get some equipment.
Very lofted ball into the box from Beckham Womack. Knocked out, header by Jack. It's back out to Camden Shoemaker. And there's a call there saying out of play. It's going to be a Blazers throw in here.
Western Machine Shops are 10 and beyond. Western Always has good reputation and precision and quality.
All right, that's right.
Delivering
Drop, Lincoln, drop, Lincoln.
custom solutions from one of the prototypes into high volume production. Their advanced capabilities make them a machine parts manufacturing and precision machining company you can count on.
Ball back in play now. A little bit of back and forth action right here in midfield. UHA looking for a breaking ball forward, but nobody can get on it. Aiden Bud wraps that up easily. Comes out just over midfield. First header by UHA. Zane Hazelwood first to the ball there. UHA's back line pushing that back out forward, trying to get away from the track. Ball all the way back to Zane Hazelwood now on the far side. Gets a shot off from the far corner of the box, but not nearly enough to get his hips around on that, so that's going to be way out wide to the end of the UHA.
This is where it's also interesting part of the game, right? Because normally 15-20 minutes in, that's where a lot of teams start making substitutions and changes. So UHA kind of weathered that initial 5-10 span. Still 0-0. So now
Why are we
this
going
next
for the
rotation.
same ball?
We
gotta get the right rating.
Bowling and gets a shot off. I'll try to get some
driving forward a little bit, connecting with the forwards, but then also a few times last night, receiving the ball and driving right here.
And then, yeah, right as you say that, coach looks for the outlet pass to Zane Hazelwood, but I guess Zane will see a lot of the same work. He kind of checked up on his run a little bit there. And a miscommunication. Last touch by Jack Monroe. That's going to be out.
Jaden Williamson returns for the Blazers.
Paige win! Yeah, he's up there. Don't let him undercut him on the line from there. You going, Zane?
Ball back in now, and Zane Hazelwood shielding off two Blazers. Keeps control of the ball. Gets a throw in. That gets deep into the corner of Miles Pryor. A bit overran on the cross with Jack Monroe, but Owen Grove comes in the corner.
Lincoln drop! Lincoln drop! Shoot, touch it!
Distributed here with just under 22 and a half. First header won by Camden Shoemaker. Second ball challenged for by Monroe and UHA. Now UHA ball at their feet.
Lincoln drop! Lincoln drop! Get that!
Slowing things down just a touch. First pass into midfield. Quickly challenged. Stepping in and getting the interception on the second pass, but unable to gain control. Ball now getting out toward the near touchline. Zane Hazelwood able to win it. Zane with the early cross trying to find Alex Bowley. Alex a little bit too central, now has to chase it back out wide to the far touchline. Drops back to Tyler Payne. Tyler Payne, early cross in, looking for Miles Pryor. Headed out by UHA. Second header won by Beckham Long. Flicked on by Jack Monroe. And back out by UHA.
On the ground!
Oh, I'm glad I had a red ball before this one. Talk quick. So Miles Pryor now challenging over deep in the corner on the near side. And then get a foul call there. So set piece coming out for UHA.
Square Yard Carpet would like to congratulate the Henderson County Soccer Colonels on making the regional soccer championship. Good luck and bring home the trophy.
Yeah, I think these kind of games especially where you have a moment like back in the day, back on the ground like it is right now, right? Just possession of it, take your time, your final steps, back to few passes. Again, I think they're going to start to force it. First game turned 7-7. You expect at this point, there's a little nerves and anxiety of maybe having scored good to go get that first goal.
Substitution for the Colonels, Connor Murray.
Not quite as much steady build-up play. Still more short connection. And oddly enough, more patience than you might have seen from the Colonels earlier on in the season, but the intensity is still very, very high. So thinking they're still looking and
A little bit more.
too impatient, chasing that elusive first goal. Yeah,
I think it's positive too is outside of a couple of moments
Hey, we gotta mix it up.
Too much of an offensive end. I think obviously they got a couple corners, but for the most part, I think haven't really played offensively.
On that message, did have a bit of an attack there by UHA. Kicked out the far touchline. Ball central. Finds Connor Murray. Over on the near side, Connor Murray. Trying to find the feet of Miles Pryor. UHA able to get on that first. Moves down on the touchline. Thrown by Gage Leslie. And Shoemaker being patient, surveying options. Finds the feet of Pryor. Good little kick on there. And after a big scrum, Connor Murray getting in by just a sea of green jerseys, unable to find a shot.
All the way, all the way, all the way!
Back line, that's to Gage Leslie. Gage drops back to Aiden Budd. Aiden, little build out, and pushes it back here toward the near touchline. And after a Blazers throw, just
yeah, that's not the whole point too. If you haven't really seen the ball much, and all of a sudden you expect it to make a first touch, play the ball out of danger. You know, those are just tough moments that, you know, you need to get a job just to get rid of it. No running, no fitness. Just get to dive a little bit. On a muddy day, it's you know, little boy's dream. But I know my son right now
back in play here, Connor Murray on the ball, just turned around, but finds the
drop, put it back, put it back.
Quick pass forward, but they get blocked off, and it's called for the foul, and it's set piece for UHA, just outside the center circle on the There's been a lot of feeling out phase to this time. There's not been any crazy moments that I kind of expected tonight. You know, watching music a couple times this week. Seeing a few fireworks here and there. Colin, as we talked about, going to be the most dangerous aspect of the Blazers tonight. Really well-hit set piece. Getting forward to near post and going in, but the challenge coming in from it to try to finish it with a head.
Substitution for the Blazers, Jack Conrad.
That's going to be Blazers corner kick here on the near side. 17:43 left to play. There's some substitution patterns going. Change out on who's taking the corner kick.
Yeah, as a goalkeeper, I always hate these moments. When you get 15 people around you and you're expected to come catch the ball, and at least getting a punch on in these kind of moments is really crucial.
Good ball in. We actually started celebrating too early. No goal call. And it looks like a big fight put over the line. Cleared out on the goal line by one of the fans. Whoever it was, they deserve the medal. Runners back out on the attack, trying to take the advantage. Leslie up on the ball here on the near side after the switch from the far side. Finds the feet of Miles Pryor. Miles drops back to Beckham Womack. Beckham now looking for a good option. Finds the feet of Alex Bowen. Bowen trying to get that switch right up the middle back to Pryor. Gets deflected and picked up for another Colonel's throw. Getting into the attack.
Zane Hazelwood returns for the Colonels.
I'll put him on him. Don't come in.
Obviously, like,
it's moments like that that I think I'm thankful we don't have VAR at this level. I'm not saying it was definitely in, but I really don't want to go back and look. I'm good with how it is. That's just fine. Corner kick gets all the way to the ground. Cameron Shoemaker getting in, trying to plant a good shot on it, but way too much traffic that's going to deflect that near touchline before it comes through.
Boy, you see it offers a wide view.
I can't do that. It's got to go from back.
No cost to you or their families. To learn more about the port, visit them online at porthenderson.com.
Counter attack there, a little bit too nonchalant of the play on the ball by Gage Leslie, so waiting on the attack, but finally able to kill that one by finding Zane Hazelwood on the far side. Zane is streaking forward, trying to find a centering pass, and that's broken up by the Blazers. Trying to get out of their box, good option, played out wide, over that far touchline. Throw in, taken by Tyler Payne. Tyler finds Zane Hazelwood's feet. Payne A little bit of back and forth, trying to find some space and get central. That's cleared out by the Blazers.
Same bowling switch! Same bowling switch!
Satisfied with playing that ball all the way back to Aiden Bug. Aiden switches it over to Gage Leslie. First step by Gage Leslie central. Beats the first. And now finds Jack Monroe on the near touch line. Jack with the ball trying to get Zane Hazelwood deep into the corner. Zane gets there in time. But challenged quickly before he can really control it. Can get deflected
Shuffle your
out
feet.
and be
Hey, get in front of him. Don't just sprint at him, okay? That's great hustle. Keep it up.
Another one, kind of like last night. We got the deepest possible throw-in you can have. But Miles Pryor taking that over on the near touch line here. Big throw, gets inside the 6, headed out first by the Blazers. Gets back to the feet of Miles Pryor. Miles finds another ball back in. Headed first by Warren Grove, second by, and then third and fourth. Couldn't get all the names in time, but that was a good sequence that went from, let's see, Grove to Bowie to Monroe to Hazelwood, and then ended up out for a goal.
Be strong. Back it in, Zay. Back it in. Back it in. Stay back. Back, Zay. Back.
That's what you want to see.
Slowly, back. Stay back.
Change the game, obviously. You want to make sure that as UHA starts to grow into it, you got to respond.
You get to see the Colonels, if nothing else, just showing, hey, we can head the ball to. We can hit the ball to 4 times inside the 6. Might not go in, but we can hit it. Colonels back on the attack now. Miles Pryor out of the top line.
Come on, Cadence, get there!
Good
try! Good try!
Trying to get that across, but deflected. Step in on by UHA center back.
Hey, get him in! Get him in, quick!
Out for him. That's going to go out the near touch line.
11, right there!
Leslie stepping
Go
up to
side!
that.
Get go side, Jack!
A little bit on both sides.
Fight and step out!
One of those situations now, if you can find one on the back side to get
in front!
a lot of space on the far side.
Jack Monroe dribbling now. Finds Zane deep into the near side corner again. Zane looking for a just driven low cross. Had Miles Pryor running in on it, but cleared out by the Blazers before Miles can get to it. And be another Colonel's corner kick here on the near side.
I'd like to see Zane cross that just a little bit early, right? There's an attacker close the line, and he decides to cut back. All of a sudden, the attacker also has to read in the runs as well.
Corner kick in, and Camden Shoemaker running in, gets a great header on it, goes out wide near post. And that's going to be a Blazer goal kick coming out. Just over 12 left to play here in the first of the Region 2 PHSAA Boys Soccer Championship match.
Includes Dr. John Hall, D.L. Newberry, David Oldley, and Josh Kitchens for Quality Healthcare, Overall Health, Henderson Health Place. As you cover.
Big punt out by UHA, and that's headed first by Warren Grove. Back and forth, blocking both teams. On the far touchline, back central, back in the line, deflects that back forward, but UHA is on first. Trying to find a breaking ball, that's deflected by Warren Grove all the way up the left side to Alex Bowley. Far touchline.
Push to the 10, Jack, come on!
Colonel's thrown in.
Substitution for the Colonels, Miles Google.
Center back, really most of the Colonel is actually doing a good job. They really, Brown's making sure they're not getting past him. Keeps his work, keeps UHA working his team. One of those players being on the back.
Go into their feet!
Boston last night, and more of the same here today.
You've got to give him an option!
Kind of match up. We really have a center back. Maybe Shoemaker on our back line with that senior leadership and a bit of the same style of play. That's going to be an interesting matchup to watch, even though they're on the opposite lines of shoot. Really showing up both teams' back line.
Drop in and screen! Hey, Jack's gonna work for you! Let's go!
Everybody leave it up! years, but brings a little bit more speed to the back line and keeping the central area has been really crucial. As we continue on here, ball just worked out from the touchline, going to be a throw in for UHA. Basically right up the near sideline. Shoemaker looking for the header on that, but unable to connect. UHA lost the ball and wraps that up easily unchallenged and pushing his field players up, getting ready for a punt just in the 10 left to play here in the first. Big punt central.
Come on, Beckers, we gotta get up. We gotta go to the ball.
You've been coaching the ball, right? Like, happy, who would be the happy
Well, I don't really think either. I don't know unless it's a match in which I've gone into it and had a team that I'm going up against, and we know that there's just a substantial quality difference. You survive through the first half and have a 0-0 result, and it's about the only time that I really enjoy that. But I will say that the positives from both sides, Colonel's really controlled a lot more. The transition play seems to be the thing that they're going to have to clean up a little bit more to keep that.
Cadence Gibson returns to the match for the Blazers. Jack Monroe back in for the Cardinals.
They're going to be on a bit more tired legs and keeping up with this very intense attack that Cardinals have brought into this match.
Whoa! Hey, whoa! Warren, up on one! Up on one! Okay, whoa!
Again, some reason originally there's 2 games to play, so depending where you are, sometimes it's interesting.
Not quite able to get to it or control it before it gets out for Blazers throwing. Ran that one of those 2 most crucial periods, Coach. First 10, last 10.
That's you.
This is where both teams probably going to start getting a little bit anxious and really ramp up intensity in both ways, trying to get a little bit of an edge before that happens.
Yeah, again, I think most of what Henderson has to worry about is those counter-attacking opportunities, but also just avoiding any kind of set out and second half free hits. If you allow the ball to be set in the box, it's going to cause some problems for us. But if you keep the ball on the ground for the most part, it's a game that Henderson should win in the second half.
Rowan coming in from UHA. It's all the way into the Colonel's box. Once again, wrapped up very easily by Bud. Here, the Colonel's coaching staff imploring for a quick distribution from Bud to kind of get out quickly and take advantage of the numbers up situation that Colonel's had. But a little bit of a pause, but still in Colonel possession. Some build up here in the midfield. And Grove finding Miles Google finding Leslie. And after a challenge, Shoemaker gets to the ball and plays it forward. And Hazelwood winning the second ball there. Feeling as though he's going to have an attacking player. A little miscommunication here on the back line. Those players just let a lofted ball hit the ground. Not something that they like to see as a coach there. Survived it. Got out quickly. Thrown in on the ball. Takes it in. Gets it to Jack Monroe. Interesting choice to cut directly into the defender here, but
maybe just a little bit. We'll give it a little bit. Again, these are the moments where it's really turning into a little more of a basketball game now, where Henderson attacking, UHA attacking. I think if you're Henderson right now, you really want to get back a little bit of possession. what they did a really good job last night, and heard you say a few times on air last night, how well we did at creating opportunities, switching playing the time, making sure we make the extra pass. Tonight, it's obviously with a lot of anxiety in the championship game. It seems to be that we're more eager to kick the ball long and hope for the best. So again, if you get the ball back at your feet, settle down and play, it's actually a good business.
As you say that, it's throwing for the Blazers, deep in Colonel's territory. First header won by the Blazers.
Goal for the Blazers.
West Kentucky Development League powered by MLS Go is bringing Major League Soccer fun to kids ages 4 to 14. Fast, exciting, and open to everyone. Proud supporter of Colonel Soccer and growing the game right here in Henderson. Registration for spring 2026 open soon.
Jaden Williamson returns for the Blazers. We have a keeper change for the Colonels now between the pipes. Jacopo Mazzini. Also returning for the Colonels, Beckham Womack.
We told you no free throwing for the game. No. That's all. Come on. You've been on them the whole game.
After the kickoff, all the way out already for a goal kick for the Blazers. Blazers took a long ball kick and a first and long grow. A little bit back and forth. And brought dominated by Becky Ryan. Having set just outside the circle. Colonel's now on the attack, outside the ball at his feet, over deep in attacking territory on the far touchline. First out for throwing for the Colonels.
Hey, time for the 18!
Big throw coming in. Second ball. Won by Tyler Payne, but a little bit of a tie up there. He's out on the far touchline again. Nice throw. Throw coming in. I think it's supposed to plays into exactly what we were talking about slowing focusing on possession, playing strengths.
Come on, White, let's go!
See that ball go in and the goal get called. Typically just to make things up even more, make it more rush.
Jack, shut up and play!
This is in that wide area. Cameron Shoemaker.
Too far to the left. One of those we saw last night, if you can get it closer to the keeper, if he has to come forward, it makes it a lot more dangerous. Too far
forward. On ball, throw out over to the near touchline here. Finds Cameron Schumacher. Schumacher plays up the line. Finds a similar injury to the one that Alex Bowles had. He's back up, good to go. Going to get thrown in for the Blazers with 2:20 in the first. Colonel's still down 1-0 in the first half of this region 2 final here in the field. Ball gets out the back end, going to be a first half coming out for the Colonel. He sets it, steps up, plays it quickly. Locks it right at about the center line. Back in row, Colonel's 2. Loses the ball at the feet. Drop back to the back line. Good ball forward, center.
Don't take your head, Miles! Come on!
Now hitting Warren on the underlap.
Yeah, a minute 15 to go this point, right? Like there's probably one more opportunity for us to in this half, right? Win the first header and one more chance.
I know you're
Like whenever, but again, those are tough ones. Good header there from Shoemaker and the ball back down. Great for more opportunities.
Great header by Shoemaker and the ball was kind of playing hands on it. Still ends up deflected for a
Press it! Press it!
throw-in.
Good play! You got it! Stop! Go, boys!
This is definitely
Hey, drop in! Drop in! Yeah, you don't say it every time.
wrapping up the half.
Oh, stay high. Stay high. Stay high.
Serious up with him.
Behind it! Go on, join it!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halftime score, Blazers 1, Colonels 0.
Quick timeout, we'll be back. WSON Sports.
When I was asked to join Owensboro Health's board, it felt like a calling. As a board member, I am a voice to the voiceless, bringing their concerns to the table to ensure continuous excellence. You're treated like family, with connection, compassion, and trusted care from neighbors who truly care. I am proud to help ensure that every voice is heard and every patient receives the care they deserve.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street. You need a new roof? Make the call to Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. They are certified in multiple brands of shingles and offer financing on all projects. They are licensed, insured, and they carry workers' comp on their employees. Honest pricing and guarantee on all work. Danny has over 25 years experience in the roofing and siding industry and has owned his own business for over 22 years. Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. Let the world champ put a world-class roof on your home. Call today 270-577-9668.
Secure your future with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm, providing excellence in life insurance for over 20 years. With us, your legacy is safe. Our dedicated team at 316 14th Street, Henderson, is ready to guide your journey towards financial security. Don't hesitate. Call us now at 270-826-9583 and embark on a safe, uncertainty-free tomorrow with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm.
I am more than the box you put me in.
I'm spontaneous.
I am a good friend.
I choose to do the right thing, even if others don't.
I choose to be substance free.
We aren't alone, and we are done with your boxes.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
When I was asked to join Owensboro Health's board, it felt like a calling. As a board member, I am a voice to the voiceless, bringing their concerns to the table to ensure continuous excellence. You're treated like family, with connection, compassion, and trusted care from neighbors who truly care. I am proud to help ensure that every voice is heard and every patient receives the care they deserve.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
Secure your future with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm, providing excellence in life insurance for over 20 years. With us, your legacy is safe. Our dedicated team at 316 14th Street, Henderson, is ready to guide your journey towards financial security. Don't hesitate. Call us now at 270-826-9583 and embark on a safe, uncertainty-free tomorrow with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm.
Colonel's trail 1-0 at the half to the UHA Blazers. Ryan, first to you. What do the Colonels got to do to get back in this game?
Well, they got to score at least 2 goals. But the activity's been there, the pressure's been there. Exactly what we were talking about in the pregame, the aerial attack from UHA, it's something to be respected. They've got some very tall, very fast, very physical players, and when they get in on goal and that ball is in the air, it's like sharks smelling blood in the water. They're so used to finding success in those moments that you can't sleep on it for a minute. Colonels did a good job for most of the half breaking that up, but need to find some finishing on the attack, need to be a little bit more patient and not just be so focused on the speed and the intensity. Exactly what Coach Dempsey was saying earlier, just before the goal. If the Colonels can be a little bit more patient, go back to their build-up, play into their strengths and not so much into the aerials and the size and the speed that they probably lack a little bit in comparison to the Blazers. It's going to suit them well, and that's how they'll get back in.
All right, we'll take our final break. We'll be back with the kickoff of the second half here in the second region championship game here on WSON Sports.
When I was asked to join Owensboro Health's board, it felt like a calling. As a board member, I am a voice to the voiceless, bringing their concerns to the table to ensure continuous excellence. You're treated like family, with connection, compassion, and trusted care from neighbors who truly care. I am proud to help ensure that every voice is heard and every patient receives the care they deserve.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street. You need a new roof? Make the call to Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. They are certified in multiple brands of shingles and offer financing on all projects. They are licensed, insured, and they carry workers' comp on their employees. Honest pricing and guarantee on all work. Danny has over 25 years experience in the roofing and siding industry and has owned his own business for over 22 years. Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. Let the world champ put a world-class roof on your home. Call today, 270-577-9668.
You change your game? High school where the game started a minute and 30 seconds quicker than what we imagined. Over to you, Mr. Monroe.
Yeah, we're back underway and already had a couple fouls called. Last one there on Jack Monroe, giving the Blazers a set piece, played in, and really play to it, and headed by UAJ right out of his hands. Set piece.
Same players.
Kentucky Soccer Academy Bluegrass and driving the future of the game. WKSA Blues Soccer, foregoing the future of Henderson soccer since 2017. Find WKSA online at WKSA.sportsites.com. Go Colonels, charge on.
Colonels on the attack now, and shot coming in by Alex Bowling, and it's in! Colonels just leveled it.
Goal for the Colonels!
Exactly what the Colonels needed this early in the first. Bring that momentum quick. Had a good attack building through the middle. Jack Monroe from a good flip out to Alex Bowling in the width. Alex cut in. Got around that last defender. Great shot, but a little bit out of position. The two is back post open. I don't know who we're going to put the goal to, because I don't know when it got over the line.
Yeah, can we really tell at the end of the game? What a great halftime talk we made. Out back into game one here in Cincinnati.
I like the locker room, what I miss. Well, I mean, I was always saying that, but yes, you absolutely could, especially if the game was going a certain way. Back in for the Colonels. On the bounce, just caught a piece of number 8 Alex Bowley's hand. It's going to be set for these fourth Blazers in their own territory, their own touchline.
One of the joys of hosting the tournament as well. I think that's one thing I know for a fact we talked about this week is just early in the tournament, to see that playing a little bit of skysport and make sure guys follow through. They did on the goal.
Get ready! Back it up! Jack it up!
Miles Pryor was going through resulting seconds for right? Again at the half line. So as you were talking about yesterday, a lot for extension, not great angle. Maker dumps it in. Looks like it's going to be coming down right inside the 6 and make that easy to his keeper.
It's a whole lot of excitement. Everybody gets excited. The keeper catches it. It's in the air. Whatever. Those are the moments where you really just kind of find a way to lay it, push the ball wide, and it's just a ton of it.
That works back out, and last touch by the Colonels when they're throwing for UHA here at the near touchline. Thrown in central, and Jack Monroe. Monroe finds Bowling to Pryor. Pryor trying to connect it back on definitely on the other central. A little bit too much of the last touch there. Good slide tackle from the center back. The Blazers center back sees the Blazers now getting out on the attack. Looking up the far touchline and challenged by Gates Leslie. It's going to be last touch by someone. This is way further back. So Colonels can improve their position. Not quite that much. This is what the Goldilocks Colonels on the throw in, find the feet of Beckham Womack. Beckham challenged hard. Out for another Colonels throw. Leslie goes up the line. Headed first by the Blazers, second by the Blazers, and then on the feet of Jack Monroe, who looks for a quick one touch to Bowley in the center of the box. Broken up by the Blazers center back. Not even good about why. Ends up going out the end line. It's going to be a Colonels corner kick on the far side. Zane Hazelwood connected with Warren Grove, who's far post right now 2 times so far, but this one way too shallow. Not getting across through that easily by the Blazers.
It kind of took a bad bounce, but it looked like King Shooter kind of getting on the end of that. If it really set just a little bit lower, it would be a nice height to volley.
Works out the far touchline, going to be another throw for the Colonels.
I don't know if you remember the district final goal we scored. That was a really, really good volley. So again, you never know defenders can pop up and score a couple goals.
Out by the Blazers, gets to the feet of Lincoln Black on the Colonel's back line. Finds Leslie. Leslie cut back and get back to Black. Black now back out to Leslie. Leslie finds Jack Monroe in the center of the field. Jack plays the ball forward, trying to work Zane Hazelwood into the far side corner. And with enough pressure coming up from Hazelwood there, that's cleared out, but happens to deflect off Hazelwood and a Blazers throwing.
It's all treats and no tricks with employee pricing for everyone on the new trucks and SUVs at Henderson Chevrolet GMC. That means employee pricing on the new Chevrolet Silverados, GMC Sierras. Together, let's drive to Henderson Chevrolet GMC and HendersonChevrolet.com.
Getting back in play here now. Colonel's throw in on the near side touchline. Coming to 32-30 left to play here in the second. And that would be Region 2 final for the boys soccer. A little challenge around the near touchline. Warren Grove Blazers throwing.
Colonel's done a good job.
Get in the box! Keep it here! Let's go, keep it here! Hunt, turn!
Near side touchline deep into the Colonel's territory corner.
It's too easy. Good, take good count.
Throwing taken quickly by the Blazers. Quickly by Alex Mosley, but stepped in again. The challenge there. But Blazers still able to get that going their direction. By trying to clear up the line, but Tyler Payne fielded off.
Let's use it well!
Solid aerial attacker. They did two and found one. He was able to win the header, but controlled well by the Colonels, forced it to go out the back end, and it's going to be coming out for a Colonels goal kick.
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Henderson County Colonels Soccer on WSON. Call Financial Advisor 708-3381 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Thank you, Mr. Ryan.
I'm telling you, all your investment needs. All right, so coming down to 30 minutes left to play here in the first. Score still locked up. Colonels 1, Blazers 1 in the Region 2 KHSAA Boys Championship match. Ball just got out the near touchline, going to be thrown in. Tyler Payne looked away too quick trying to find somebody, and ball hit him in the face. But gets the throw in up the line, trying to find Miles Pryor. Stepped in on by the Blazers, but going to go right back out for another Colonels throw. Tyler Payne finding Boley this time up the near touch line, but a little bit of an awkward touch, and that's going to go out on the near side once more, but this time for a Blazers throw-in.
If you could find Beckham Womack in these kind of moments, again, just to be able to switch the point of attack, he's been open a few times. If everyone kind of comes to one side, he's that extra outlet, especially if the ball's on this side of the field. When it goes out to the far side, Warren Grove ended up being that guy as well.
So Colonels end up with a double team there, creating a lot of pressure. Kind of what we were talking about last night. A little bit of that old Gagan pressing, sponsored by Coach Pryor's favorite team, Liverpool. But Blazers able to work their way out of it, and just a sweeping save there for Warren Grove to break up the tail end of the Blazers attack there on the near touch line. Going to be out for a Blazers throw.
Yeah, did a pretty good job. They haven't connected a lot of passes consistently tonight. It's been a lot of the balls over the top or in transition. But they did a nice job there breaking the pressure.
Throw-in comes in, not touched on the first bounce. Camden Shoemaker challenges for it, but not really able to win it. Ends up on the ground, and he sees an opportunity to get forward a little bit.
always love to see a center back get that glimmer of being able to get forward and get involved in the attack. If he has that opportunity, he's going to take it. But he's worked his way back to the back line now.
Yeah, and Lincoln's done that a few times tonight too, where he looked for an overlap offensively that might be on, and he's got the speed and athleticism to get up the field to help out on the offensive end as well.
And Blazers having to play it out quickly on the pressure coming from Miles Pryor. Worked back forward by the Colonels. Colonels doing a decent job of forcing the Blazers to keep playing the ball either diagonally, sideways, backward, but not really get forward. Shielded off by Jack Monroe. Jack drops to Gage Leslie. Gage Leslie now on the dribble, but challenged and good tackle, but going to get out for a throw for the Colonels. Leslie takes the throw, finds the feet of Beckham Womack. Beckham with a big shot that we know from last night that he's capable of hitting, but that one just a bit too high, and that's going to be out the back end for a Blazers goal kick with 27:37 left to play in the second. Score still Blazers 1, Colonels 1.
Royster's Machine Shop serves Henderson, Evansville, and beyond. Royster's has built its reputation on precision and quality. From one of prototypes to high-volume production, their advanced capabilities make them the machine parts manufacturer and precision machining company you count on.
You know, if you're Henderson right now with 27 minutes to go in the game, you got to feel good about where we are, right? They're starting to get back into the game, create some more opportunities, and it really feels like there's some momentum building, right? I'd still like to see Beckham on the ball a little bit more often just to continue to drive the team forward. Same with Warren. You know, you've got two holding midfielders in there that, again, one of them is probably picking up a defensive player. The other one needs to get on the ball and just kind of dictate the tempo for us, almost like a quarterback in football.
Jack Conrad back in for the Blazers.
Well, fun fact about Roysters there. You know that show BattleBots?
I did, yeah, kind of from a while back, yeah.
You know, Roysters was the company that got contracted to do the giant fabricated trophies. It was like a giant nut, I think.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Little local claim to fame there.
That is a fun fact there.
Right, yeah. All right, so play back in and just got out the near touch line, entering the Colonels' defensive third, but that's going to be out in favor of the Colonels. So after a substitution, going to have Lincoln Black on the throw. Lincoln looking up the line and completely disconnected on that one. He was looking for Boley, but Boley ran directly away from it. Fortunately, Blazers player stepped forward and tried to play it, but had a very bad hit, and it went out for another throw. So on try number 2, I don't think that ball ever came in.
Nope, that's going to be a turnover coming back the other way. That's, again, you talk about some of those moments at this point in the season. It's a little bit frustrating from Coach Pryor's perspective to see that as a turnover here, especially just those mental mistakes late in the game. Really not what you want.
So now a Blazers throw in over on the far side. AR had a good look at it, said it did actually indeed go in, but spin of the ball. What was that, the Coriolis effect? Is that right?
Sure, I can't even spell that, but yeah, that works.
But Colonels win it quickly. Miles Pryor looking for Zane Hazelwood, just unable to get around that last defender and get to the ball first, but cleared out and headed first by Miles Pryor. Now Warren Grove finds the feet of Alex Boley. Alex Boley drawing 2 defenders. Got to get that one off your foot, Alex. And Blazers now with the ball. Good recovery run by Jack Monroe. Win the ball high up the field still. And a little bit of that build-up play now. Had Hazelwood to Womack. Womack to Monroe. Monroe to Womack. Womack to Boley. Boley. Dribble. Finds Leslie. Leslie now on the far touchline. Big cross coming in. Have Miles Pryor challenging for it. Keeper has to go over Miles Pryor to knock it forward. And just a good save there. Cleared out by the Blazers. Colonels back on the ball, trying to find the feet of Beckham Womack. Womack unable to maintain possession. Ball getting back out to the far touchline, and Blazers now on the attack. Good pressure coming in from Leslie, forces them to try to get it forward, and goes out for a throw-in for the Colonels. Colonels with the ball back in now. Hazelwood finds Monroe. Monroe, not a good look there, trying to find Boley. Ends up with the turnover. Ball works all the way back to our back line and had Black to Payne. Payne now finding Boley. Boley looking for the pass to Monroe, but that stepped in on.
The one thing you can't have is that kind of turnover leads to transition moments here.
Good recovery runs from the Colonels to break up that transitional moment, but Black on the ball now. Looking to find Womack and was fouled from behind on that pass It's going to be a set piece for the Colonels, coming out from right in between about the middle third and the Colonels' defensive third, being taken by Camden Shoemaker with 23.5 left to play here in the first. Score still Blazers 1, Colonels 1.
Square Yard Carpet would like to congratulate the Henderson County Colonels soccer team on making the regional soccer championship. Good luck and bring home the trophy.
It's good to hear the crowd starting to get into that there. A big booming kick from Shoemaker. Finds its way back to the Colonel's feet. Got Womack to Grove. Grove now to Payne here on the near touchline. Payne gets his eyes up, trying to find it across the box. Good ball played, and just a miss hit as the Blazers were able to easily get to it first, but letting it go to ground. And that deflection was any more off. It could have been just tucked in far post for an own goal, but
yeah, and I hate these moments as a coach, especially if a lot of times in big games like this, goals come from mistakes that shouldn't have been earned in the first place. So I'm predicting a goal right here, just for the record.
I love it. A good corner kick coming in, headed out by Hayden Hunt. Gets right back out to Hazelwood. Hazelwood now playing it back in. Tried for the header, Lincoln Black. Now Colonels with a bit of build-up on the near side between Grove and Payne, but Blazers able to break that up and regain possession. Blazers now dribbling up the near touchline, play it forward with a heavy pass and not easily controlled by Payne, but broken up. Goes to Grove. Grove finds Payne. Payne finds Boley. Boley now to Pryor in the central area. Pryor, I don't know if he was not. Surely he wasn't trying to shoot that, but
I think it's that pass back to Boley just didn't quite get the curl on it to tuck back to the left. And ultimately that's where it gets tough. UHA is leaving some players back defensively, as we talked about, really pregame and a little bit on off air at halftime. Just can you break down those back five players? They're starting to leave some players back. There's no space in behind UHA. Now it comes down to, can you break them down in front?
So ball now in possession for the Colonels. Good little cutback and turn from Boley there. Boley finds Womack. Womack looking for Pryor, but plays it out of his reach. Stepped in on by the Blazers. Blazers now on the attack. Challenged well by Warren Grove. And on the tackle, gets out, going to be for a Blazers throw. I will say, while I don't love that we're not building to create quite to the rate that I'd like to see, these transitional moments, they're getting wrapped up very, very well. Colonel's doing a great job right now, especially the dual sixes in the back line, just creating that pressure and not letting them just continually go forward. A lot of times what you see is in those dangerous moments either a lack of communication or just a little bit of nerves. You'll see a group of players who are defending just running away from the attack to get into defensive shape, but Colonels have done a great job of having at least one coming forward and creating that pressure. But as I say this, Blazers getting forward, and that's some of the good stuff that happens when you're playing a higher line and you're being willing to create that pressure on the attack, as the Blazers end up getting called offside on a penetrating pass, and it's going to be a Colonel set piece from the far side, deep in their own territory with 20 minutes left here in the second.
Yeah, and it felt like last night's game kind of dragged on a little bit, in a 7-1 game. It was fun watching us score goals, but I feel like this game has kind of flown by a little bit. We're 60 minutes in already, 20 minutes to play here, plus overtime potentially at this rate. So, again, a lot of excitement still to be had.
So throw in on the far touchline for the Blazers. Challenged well by the Colonels. Jack Monroe now on the ball, but unable to bring it down. Well, actually, as soon as I said that, it proved me wrong. Did bring it down. Found the feet of Tyler Payne, but Tyler Payne's pass intercepted by the Blazers. Last touched by Payne. Gets out the near touchline. Going to be a Blazers throw. Throw comes in central. Gets popped up in the air, but challenged first by Shoemaker. Colonels now with the ball back in possession. Jack Monroe taking his time, trying to find once again, looking for that little sweet spot there to get Zane Hazelwood in deep on the far side corner. Zane able to challenge and win the ball. Looks for Pryor, but little miscommunication. Boley got to it, and now Google with the shot coming in and wrapped up easily by the UHA keeper. So good little bout of play there, and it came from one moment, Coach, where after a lot of intensity, it was just a split second, just a beat, a pause to look up and see this is where it is. Play the ball, and that starts just kind of the patient building toward a better shot.
Yeah, and I think if you can just really use both sides of the field, it seems like when you're playing with two midfielders that are side by side, if you can just use from one to the other, ultimately it just allows for a lot of opportunities out the other way. And again, Alex Boley on this near side, as much as he keeps walking in, right? Like that's what Coach Pryor is literally about to say, like just stretch it. If they stretch it this way, Alex is going to be wide open, or the defender's going to have to pull out this way, which then allows for more space for Miles to run into, or whoever's going to be in our attacking mid roles the next couple of minutes, allows them a little bit more space to play into.
Yeah, top line for the Colonels, definitely trying to spread the field more now. And as I say that, Boley starts wandering back toward the middle of the field. It's almost like he hears the broadcast, because as soon as I said that, he started checking back out. But Colonel's on the ball at the feet of Zane Hazelwood, unable to keep enough control, gets out, and Blazers throw on the far side touch line right at midfield. Blazers still with possession, looking to connect a few passes here. Drop back, now getting in central. Big shot coming in from just outside the center circle. Goes out wide. Going to be a goal kick for the Colonels.
The Port Youth Center offers a wide variety of youth and young adult mental health supporters and services. All services are provided at no cost to youth or their families. To learn more about the Port, visit them online at theporthenderson.com.
And on a just weird transition of play there, Miles Pryor able to find a split, gets Boley. Boley with the shot goes just over the far post corner. Going to be out for a Blazers goal kick.
Yeah, what a great accidental touch that was from Beckham Womack there. Like, it just kind of popped out of nowhere, and all of a sudden Miles got, the ball ended up in Miles' feet for a through ball there.
Did you say that was an accidental touch?
Oh, it was accidental. It was like a back off the heel, close your eyes, that's.
That young man's name is Beckham.
He bent it somewhere. I just don't know exactly if it was intentional.
There are no accidents that occur. When you've got a name that carries that much weight with it. But Colonel's back on the attack now. Zane Hazelwood keeping the ball at his feet a little too long, but
yeah, again, I think that's where if you can get it off your foot to find Beckham again or Warren Grove there in the middle, there's a lot of space for them to play into.
There's a lot of Blazers back here, and there's that shot that we're looking for from Beckham, but unable to get, again, just a little bit rushed there. And you can hear it from Coach Pryor. He had so much time and space that if, like we saw last night,
what an incredible hit.
He just heard it from a teammate or saw it and could just take that additional beat, that additional pause, and really tee that one up with the time and space that he was granted. That was going to be trouble for the Blazers, but knocked out of play, so Blazers goal kick coming out now. Gets all the way to the center circle. Touched first by the Blazers, but good challenge from the Colonels. Colonels push it back up the field from Tyler Payne. Going to get out for another throw-in here on the near side touch line, deep in Blazers territory. So coming down to 15 minutes left here in the second half of the Region 2 championship match between the Henderson County Colonels and the UHA Blazers. And we're still all knotted up, 1-1.
Yeah, just to make sure everybody's aware, if stays tied, we'll have 2 5-minute overtimes of golden goal, which is exciting. It's first goal wins it, or after 2 5-minute overtimes where they'll flip sides, it'll be a PK shootout.
I'm not going to lie. I hope the Colonels find a way to get it done here in the second half rather than going to golden goal, because while that is always exciting, and I would encourage you to stay up and stay tuned if you're listening in for that, it's also very anxiety-inducing for at least me up here in the booth. The last one we got to call, one of those, was finished off in the first round of the state tournament last year on the golden goal in the first few minutes of the first extra time period by Cole Branson. That was a really fun one to have the call on. But Colonels now with 14 minutes left to play. Shot taken from distance and pretty wide by Pryor, wrapped up by the Blazers. Blazers now on the punt. And first header won by Tyler Payne. Ooh, big high sweeping kick, but not called for dangerous play, was Warren Grove. Blazers now back with the ball at their feet, working a couple passes through the midfield. Those short combinations that the Colonels been looking for, but not really stitching together all that well. Blazers getting a good little run of attack here, building well through the midfield. Now looks like a shot coming, but again, so
we'll give him that shot. Yep.
That right there, last night what I was talking about that I had really seen here in the most recent matches for the Colonels, where there would be a lot of short combinations and start getting a defense shifted out of where they'd want to be, but not a good way out. That is what the Colonels looked like a few matches ago. Last night they had really put it together. Colonels now need to get back to what they did last night against Hopkinsville.
Yeah, and last night they showed they can score in bunches, So, and I think what also makes last night's game so crucial for a good result tonight is, if you remember the second half of last night, they were able to rotate so much that, UHA's had, really 2 tough games over 3 nights already. And then obviously tonight as the third game in 4 nights. And, Henderson was able to rest some players last night in the second half to, once they got big up against Hopkins, it allowed for them to rotate some.
So on a look for a pass to the width from Miles Google, just easily broken up by UHA. I think he just mishit it there, but UHA back on the attack, now over on the near touchline, looking for a centering pass. Both our center backs got on top of each other. Unfortunately, the gift that was given to number 1, Hayden Hunt, I think it surprised him even. He turned around, saw the ball at his feet, and nothing but green in front of him, getting into the box, but
shot it out for a throw-in.
Just terrible hit.
The Owensboro Health Henderson Healthplex is your home for primary care. Henderson Healthplex team includes doctors John Hall, D.L. Newberry, David Utley, and Josh Kitchens. For quality health care, Owensboro Health Henderson Healthplex has you covered.
And back in play here after the Colonels throw-in. Beckham Womack, big pass up the near touchline, finds the feet of Boley. Boley challenged by a number of defenders, crosses it toward the top of the box, and Jack Monroe running into that. Womack now back out wide to Boley. Boley dribbling in, trying to find some space, gets all the way to the end line, and just out of a bit of desperation there with no real angle and the ball moving a little too fast, hits it central but goes into the side of the net. It's going to be out for a Blazers goal kick with just over 11 minutes to play here in the second. Score still Colonels 1, Blazers 1.
Yeah, it just takes one moment in those kind of opportunities. If you get it a decent cross, it can hit off a defender, hit off an attacker. We just need it in the back of the net somehow, some way.
Goal kick comes out for the Blazers, flicked on forward on their first header, but easily ran onto by Lincoln Black. Lincoln Black felt some pressure coming, so likes to just play it up big and goes out for a Blazers throw. Big Blazers throw to an running on, well, it looks like a back for the Blazers, but a bad pass forward. Gets back to the feet of Zane Hazelwood. Zane Hazelwood looking for something forward central quickly, but Miles Pryor had dropped out too much. So again, right there, there's just not the look. There's not the pause, the patience, the time. It's just a little too frantic right now. But ball now at the feet of Alex Boley. He's at left wing, but dribbling out toward the far touch line and getting up there with his right winger. So we'd like to see some switch there and give us something back over here where there's absolutely not a single living, breathing human being. But Blazers able to win the ball back out on the attack on the far touch line. That is challenged well by Gage Leslie and last touched by Leslie. That's going to be a Blazers throw in a bit of a dangerous area.
Yep, and we said it in the first half, right? This is where the first goal came from. And again, as the game wears on, there's more emotions that get into it, more anxiety. What you got to make sure of is there's no fouls that are reckless or unnecessary that allow them to serve the ball into the box.
And right there, just saw some of that, and again, so now it's getting a little bit more composed. The times that the Blazers are able to get up, that throw they took short, got it to the winger. Winger recycled back to the top of the box, and with a better angle, better shot, really put something a bit more dangerous than the last few that we've seen from the Blazers. But Colonels survived that, getting back out. Ball now on the Blazers' back line, but pushed forward quickly in central. First header was Shoemaker elevating over the Blazers' striker to win the header. Back to the Blazers. Blazers play it forward, but headed out first by Black, and then second header by Payne. Gets out the near touch line for a Blazers throw right back in that dangerous area we were at before, just this time on the near touch line. So ball played in quickly. Blazers still on the attack. Ball at their feet, dribbling backwards. Gets the turn and wrapped up on a great shot. Goes dead central, but Manzini able to wrap that one up and going to be on the distribution with just under 8.5 left to play in the second. Big punt coming forward. Gets all the way to the Blazers' back line. They're able to win it and start working it back forward. Shoemaker looking to push it forward to Boley. Boley unable to drop out quickly enough to get to it, but last touch by the Blazers going to be a throw-in here on the near side for Payne. Payne goes over the top, trying to find the feet of Zane Hazelwood. And again, that pressure still there from the Colonels' top line. Results in another throw-in for the Colonels, now deep in Blazers territory. Not a great angle here, but a good throw.
How big
on
of
the
a throw
way.
does Lincoln have here?
He's got to throw. He's got to throw.
So these, especially, I'd like to put somebody on the keeper as well, just to make sure that there's no way that he's catching the ball.
Throw gets all the way to the keeper. First touched by the Colonels. Oh, and I think, so headed out, ends up at the feet of, I can't tell.
Warrengrove?
I don't know if that was Jack or Beckham that pushed it back forward. And Warren had an angle on it, but actually moved out of the way, thinking that it was actually already headed toward net. But it was just wide, so another Blazers goal kick here. Blazers playing it short, being patient, trying to draw the Colonels forward so that they can get forward into more space. So on that forward pass, Lincoln Black, good challenge, causes last touch by the Blazers. Finds the throw in to Boley. Boley finds Monroe. Monroe cutting right back toward a defender, but possession able to be kept. A little extra work there from Beckham Womack. Womack finds Hazelwood deep into the corner. Hazelwood centering, hits. Great cross over to, I'm sorry, that's not Hazelwood over there. That's what confused me. I was saying Hazelwood to Hazelwood. No, that was Pryor.
Miles Pryor ended up crossing it, and Zane Hazelwood had a great shot there. Again, just a couple inches down, all of a sudden this game's completely different.
The Western Kentucky Development League, powered by MLS Go, is bringing Major League Soccer fun to kids ages 4 to 14. Fast, exciting, and open to everyone. Proud supporter of the Colonels soccer and growing the game right here in Henderson. Registration for spring 2026 opens soon. Follow WKDL on Facebook to join the action.
So goal kick goes out, just Wormburner gets hit out wide to the far touchline. Going to be a throw-in for the Colonels with just under 6 left to play here in the second. Score still, Blazers 1, Colonels 1. Throw-in taken up the line. Finds the head of Miles Pryor. Pryor getting into the baseline, but that just got over the end line and out for another Blazers goal kick before he was able to hit that pass back central.
Yep, 5.5 minutes to go, right? This is where, again, Coach Pryor keeps changing guys up front to give a different matchup. One of these has to pay off. All of a sudden, it just takes one misclearance or one opportunity in behind UHA's backs. And, again, I thought last night they did a good job sharing the ball well. I think just maybe one extra pass tonight might be the difference.
So driven goal kick headed by Beckham Womack. That might have taken 1 or 2 off of his ACT score. But Blazers, ball back at their feet, getting up the far touchline, but bad touch. Sees that go back out, and going to be another Colonel's throw on the far touchline right at midfield.
Great reference there on ACT. We're going to be
an SAT.
Yeah. All the fun stuff.
Yeah, Jack Monroe down there is not happy about that.
A little bit of both still.
Well, Colonels back on the attack. A little bit of jostling for the ball there, and Miles Pryor makes a smart play, just whips it around right into the Blazers' feet to get it to go out on a deflection. That's going to let Lincoln Black come across the field and go to another big throw there. See the Colonels stacking up, getting their shape, trying to challenge for this, get it pointed toward the net. Ball falls down to the feet of Warren Grove. Had a number of Colonels calling for the handball, but
probably not going to get that with 4 minutes to go in the region championship.
Tell that to Madisonville.
We got fair. We got these brand new nets up here. We found a way to go over them in week number 1 with those at our disposal.
So. We're testing them out. We're making sure that the school got their money's worth.
Yeah.
But
maybe it should have gone a little bit higher. Good outlet there and run of attack from UHA.
Crowd starting to get into it now. Had to be cleared out by Gage Leslie, who took a hard challenge as he was getting to the ball. But no call there again, so it's going to be a throw-in for the Blazers at midfield over on the far touchline. Throw-in comes in. First touch by Jack Monroe. Looking for somebody in the width, but nobody there. Sees that go back out. Going to be another Blazers throw. Just under 3.5 left here in the second. Score still Blazers 1, Colonels 1. Blazers with the throw-in central. Finding a pass out to width. Blazers still on the ball. On the through ball, Camden Shoemaker heads that back out. Colonels unable to keep possession or gain possession. Now Blazers, after a couple of awkward just bounces and touches, back with the ball. Far corner of the box. Sweeping shot coming in. Wrapped up easily by Manzini just off his goal line. And it's going to be coming forward with a punt. Manzini punts the ball, gets forward. Zane Hazelwood there to challenge. Headed out to width.
Second ball is important, and then obviously the next ball coming out looks like another Colonel throw-in that's going to be in a really dangerous area with 2.5 minutes to go.
2.5 left to play. Colonels with the throw-in just inside the attack. They're attacking third. Here on the near touchline. Pryor finds the feet of Monroe. Monroe back to Pryor. Pryor trying to find something central. Headed out by the Blazers. Gets to the feet of Womack. Womack finds Grove. Grove puts it up in the air. Headed out wide by Monroe. Pryor with the ball goes central, but cleared out by the Blazers. Payne, first one to the ball. And almost had visions of last night right there. Yeah, and
great decision from the goalkeeper there, off his line, ready to go. Man, it seems like throughout the season he's been a little bit more active off his line than other goalkeepers have for us. And that's well read there. Obviously I think Lincoln was going to get there, but it just anytime your goalkeeper is able to deal with some of those balls, it gives you a little bit of confidence as a defender.
Yeah, Jacopo making a good decision there, helping out his back line on the dangerous transition and building breakaway. Unfortunately, Lincoln Black was there, so had some challenge for it. But back on the attack was the Colonels, but Blazers able to break that up. Now regain possession, going on an attack of their own. Starting to find the central area of the field. This is Hayden Hunt with a shot. It's going to go out wide. But we're going to call that a deflection.
No, I didn't see any deflection there. It looked like just a shot there from Hayden Hunt coming in. And, again, this is if you're Henderson right here, a minute to go in the game. This is put everybody in the box, make sure we defend it. I guess they're bringing number 1 out of the game with potential blood on his knee. Yep.
So we got the corner kick, but we're forcing – Okay. Well,
it's the last thing UHA needs, but again, that's a lucky break there for the Colonels. The best header of the ball for UHA is coming out of the game with, again, 40 seconds left in it with a very dangerous corner attacking opportunity.
Corner kick coming in. 30 seconds left to play. Corner's in. Jacopo off his line, challenged by just about everybody on the field. Gets all the way back out to the on-running center back for the Blazers. He hits it over the net, and it's going to be out for a Colonels goal kick with 15 seconds left to play. Goal kick taken. Then stop the clock, my guy.
10, 9, 8, 7,
looks like the goal kick not going to be able to be played in time for the Colonels. So we are going to bonus soccer, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Region 2 championship match for the KHSAA Boys Soccer Tournament here at Colonel Field. Score ends at full time. Blazers 1, Colonels 1. And we've got a little bit of overtime on the way.
Wouldn't have it any other way, right?
I'd have it plenty of other ways.
Well, true.
Yeah. We on the way?
Another big shout out to our sponsors of bringing soccer championship game here tonight that ended in a 1-1 tie. Now we get to go to overtime, and I believe it's do or die, correct, boys?
Correct.
Do or die. 5 minutes. Would be 2 5-minute periods?
Yep, flip sides.
2 5-minute periods. But a goal wins it for your team. If not, then we'll go to penalty kicks, which is five for each. West Kentucky Soccer Academy, Henderson Chevrolet, Ryan Moore, Edward Jones, Roysters Machine Shop, Square Yard Carpet, the Port Youth Center, Owensboro Health, West Kentucky Development League by MLS. Go. Big shout out to those guys for bringing this so we could bring this. A lot of people have been watching this game for sure on Facebook. We don't know how many people have been watching on YouTube and on the WSON app. So very thankful for our sponsors. Very thankful for all you listening. As I guess they have already flipped to see who gets the ball first. Do y'all know who won that?
Do not know that.
Okay.
And again, I don't know. These 5-minute periods go so fast. You know, again, it's one of those that the first one ends up usually being a feeling out period where they just kind of nobody wants to lose it. The second one might be a few more fireworks.
I'm going to guess the Colonels won that toss because this is going the way that will put our attacking right in front of Coach Pryor. And if I had to guess, he probably wants to do a little more communicating with them right now than the back line that's been doing pretty well on their own. So we'll see here as everything starts getting set up. But either way, got the Colonels taking the field. It's still going to be about 2.5 minutes of break. Score once again ended in full time. Blazers 1, Colonels 1. Blazers on the board first in the first half with now their third aerial headed in goal against the Colonels. But Colonels responded, locked things down defensively, got out of the first half, not able to find the back of the net, but limiting scoring. So it was 1-0 at the half, and just within the first few minutes of the second half, Colonels came out very high intensity and were able to find the equalizer early on in the second. Saw a lot of very intense attacking from the Colonels especially, but really from both sides. Colonels survive a couple dangerous moments of their own in the second half, and the Blazers holding up to earn this bonus soccer periods. So we're going to have, in case you're unfamiliar, it's going to be 2 5-minute extra time periods. And for those that are uninitiated, we call these golden goals. So it is sudden death. That ball goes in the back of the net. The game is over.
Yeah, and I imagine there'll be a shirt coming off somewhere, just a little excitement.
It might be mine.
I was going to say, that's just in the press box.
Yeah.
Not even sure what's going to happen on the field.
Yeah. So quick attack getting forward for the Blazers, wrapped up by Manzini. Punt coming forward, finds a couple Colonels, but cleared forward from the Blazers back line. That gets all the way to Manzini. Love seeing little stuff like this from him. He keeps the ball at his feet, kind of surveys things, picks it up, finds his punt. And so no advantage call there. Come on, sir.
I think these are moments, especially in overtime, if you can just let us play there, maybe we got an opportunity. But this is, again, UHA has no idea. This is where I'd pull 13, which is Gage Leslie out here. Put him on the near side, let Miles play the ball to him, and then let him serve it. Again, these are the moments, especially in overtime, you got to take a few risks.
I'm thinking over here. Pull Warren Grove, get a left footer. But either way, ball comes in, headed first by the Colonels, drops to the ground, popped up in the air by the Blazers. Camden Shoemaker able to get to the ball. Challenge from behind. That's going to result in a free kick just outside the box. It looks like yellow card coming for number 24 of the Blazers. He's going to go ahead and sub off per KHSAA guidelines.
Yep. And it's always a tough one. They can come off. They have to come off, but they can come back right on. So he can literally come right to the sideline, take a 2-second cool-down period, and go back again.
And with 3:45 left here in the first golden goal period of overtime in the Region 2 KHSAA Boys Soccer Championship match between the Henderson County Colonels and the UHA Blazers, score still knotted up 1-1 in this first sudden death overtime period.
Now, I remember Miles' freshman year at Madisonville.
Mm-hmm.
Great free kick late in the game to obviously get him in the score. They didn't win the game.
Put us on the board.
Put him on the board. So I think he's, if there's a chance to win the game, I think this is it right here.
Miles hits that shot. It's coming in and goes just over the net, just over the crossbar. So that's going to be out for a Blazers goal kick. Number 24 on the yellow, checking back in.
Yeah, you know, again, those are tough with the wall being so close. You know, being only 20 yards out or so. It's getting it up and over the wall and then back down. It's a really difficult skill to do.
Some of them we were talking about last night, just tight end like that, the up and down that you need. It's hard to put that kind of texture on the ball. But
yeah, I almost would, especially at this level, I almost would prefer our players just to drive the ball, aim it at somebody, drive it at their face, and just see if they get out of the way or a deflection or something.
So quick play forward there from the Blazers, cleared out as it gets into the Colonel's defensive third by Lincoln Black. On the throw-in for the Blazers, Lincoln heads it back out to the width. Blazers now on the attack, pulling the baseline, but that cross never made its way back in play, so that's going to be out for a Colonel's goal kick with coming right to 2.5 minutes left here to play in the first overtime period.
So this is where, again, Coach Pryor's got his outside wing up front, really high and wide. This is a really tough thing at this point to be able to try to get them involved. If you can try to connect, it stretches UHA a little bit. We need to connect to the midfield a little bit.
I'd almost rather see dropping out and playing more like outside mids, giving us an opportunity to build up. Maybe the opposite side, if we're building over here on the near side, see them start streaking up for an early cross, something like that. But UHA is still very active in the midfield, and they're giving us more, at least 3, if not 4 midfielder looks that with our three-man mid makes it very difficult. So running in was Miles Pryor there. Looks like a good little bit of salesmanship from the UHA back line. But
yeah, you could tell anytime the ball was close there, he was already on his way down. And, as we say, these first overtime periods go fast. Minute and a half already left to play.
And no blame on him there. That's getting into a dangerous spot. So if you can earn that way out, that works fine. But he takes that set piece, pushes it central and very high up the field. First pass coming in central from the Blazers gets its way to Manzini. Manzini looks for the early play, but had nobody up. Now punts it forward, looking to find Hazelwood. Hazelwood unable to gain possession, but Monroe, good challenge, able to find Bowley, and then just yanked down behind the center official, but no call because he couldn't see it. So ball pushed back forward by the Blazers, going to be out for a Blazers throw. And we're now at 40 seconds left to play here in the first period of overtime. Blazers throw in from the far touchline, chipped forward, headed out by Camden Shoemaker. Blazers first to the ball, flick it up in the air, and look to flick it on the second header. That gets to the feet of Shoemaker, who once again pushes it up. Hazelwood coming in hard to challenge.
And you can tell this is tough too, right? As we talked about last night with Hopkinsville game, we were on the ball a lot more. We possessed the ball more, and it's been a lot more frantic, which suits UHA in this kind of game probably.
And as you hear the countdown coming in, Beckham Womack looking for a last-ditch play forward, try to find somebody, but no can do. So the first period of overtime ends. Score still Colonels 1, Blazers 1. And we're going to have a 2-minute break just to get the players a quick drink of water, catch their breath for just a moment, and get a little bit of coaching. And then they'll be right back on the field for period 2 of overtime.
Yeah, and there's probably not a whole lot of coaching left to do at this point from Coach Pryor. It's just a lot of, hey, make sure you get a quick splash of water, make sure that you're, staying with your runner, those types of things. But at this point, it's just going to be who blinks first, right? Who makes the first mistake that might lead to a really good chance for the team.
So see some of just the intensity starting to creep in, fatigue creeping in. You got Beckham Womack here getting stretched out. Some of those cramps coming in, as you said, get that three day in a row draw. It takes its toll, and I love to see it. You love to see it. Just the straight yellow mustard chugs right there, preventing cramps. Great work by Hanoka. Clutch. But
yeah, I think I'd go with the pickle juice over the mustard. But she's the professional. I just play one on TV.
Yeah, it's a personal preference thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I like bananas.
Yeah. Liquid IV maybe.
There you go. Probably a little bit more in the flavor category there, but You know, there's certain grit and hardness that comes with just in front of your opponents, just straight chugging yellow mustard. I think it was Hunt's, though, so at least it's quality. All right, so we're getting underway here. The Colonel Crazies in the student section starting to get loud over there for the second half of overtime here in the Region 2 KHSAA Boys Soccer Championship match between the UHA Blazers and the Henderson County Colonels. Kickoff goes deep into the UHA Blazers near side touchline, Blazers defensive corner, and it's going to be out for a throw-in. Got Lincoln Black coming up, looking for another long throw coming from him.
We talk about how quickly these overtime periods go. It'll take another 20 seconds before the ball gets clear for UHA. It's a minute off the clock already in this second overtime.
Ball gets to the feet of Warren Grove, but unable to connect for a shot. UHA finally clearing it out. Finds the feet first of Grove, second of Womack. Now UHA getting out. A couple little short combinations on the attack. Find the ball out to width. Tyler Payne challenges. And going to get called for the foul there on that attack, or on that challenge, as Payne was breaking up the attack. So, Wall getting set up for the Colonels. This is a dangerous spot with just under 4 minutes left to play here in the second overtime period. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is golden goal. So, ball in the back of the net, it's game over. Does not matter who, does not matter how much time's left. So, set piece coming for the Blazers in a dangerous area for the Colonels.
And Henderson's did a good job second half and really into the overtimes of not giving away these types of free kicks that have been dangerous for UHA all night.
UHA taking their time, really getting set up. Gets swept in, bent ball, and that's in the back of the net. That is the ball game.
Yeah, you can see.
Couldn't have hit it any better.
Yep.
Could not have hit it any better. That was a great shot and great work on the set piece by UHA there. Angle from up here on it. That ball was hit. Manzini was tracking it, and it had so much spin on it that it just whipped over to far post and got into the side net.
Yeah, I mean, you hate to say it. It's one of those things that if you're going to lose in a postseason game, in a championship-type game, you want it to be from a great moment of quality, not a mistake on anybody's part. You kind of have to tip your hat to him. Obviously we said those are dangerous moments that UHA's had, and it was a great hit. He put it exactly where probably the last place the goalkeeper's going to get to it.
Yeah, there's just not much that can be done there. That was well struck, and great credit to set piece taker there. I believe that's number 12. I think he also had the penalty kick last night to ended up being the game winner for Madisonville. Yep. So. Tough break, tough finish for the Colonels as they will end their season bowing out of the second region tournament as runners-up for Region 2 with a final score, UHA Blazers 2, Colonels 1.
All right, we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back to wrap it up here on WSON Sports.
When I was asked to join Owensboro Health's board, it felt like a calling. As a board member, I am a voice to the voiceless, bringing their concerns to the table to ensure continuous excellence. You're treated like family, with connection, compassion, and trusted care from neighbors who truly care. I am proud to help ensure that every voice is heard and every patient receives the care they deserve.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street. You need a new roof? Make the call to Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. They are certified in multiple brands of shingles and offer financing on all projects. They are licensed, insured, and they carry workers' comp on their employees. Honest pricing and guarantee on all work. Danny has over 25 years experience in the roofing and siding industry and has owned his own business for over 22 years. Maldonado's Roofing and Siding. Let the world champ put a world-class roof on your home. Call today, 270-577-9668.
Secure your future with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm, providing excellence in life insurance for over 20 years. With us, your legacy is safe. Our dedicated team at 316 14th Street, Henderson, is ready to guide your journey towards financial security. Don't hesitate. Call us now at 270-826-9583 and embark on a safe, uncertainty-free tomorrow with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm.
I am more than the box you put me in.
I'm spontaneous.
I am a good friend.
I choose to do the right thing, even if others don't.
I choose to be substance free.
We aren't alone, and we are done with your boxes.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
When I was asked to join Owensboro Health's board, it felt like a calling.
To Henderson County High School as the Colonels fall in a hard-fought soccer match in double overtime, 2-1. The goal was scored with 3:21 left in overtime. Coach Ben Dempsey, your final thoughts?
Yeah, I felt like the way the game kind of went, I felt like the Colonels had the first 20 minutes of excitement and kind of grew into the game very quickly as they did last night against Hopkinsville. UHA weathered the storm, got the first goal. One of the major things Coach Pryor had talked about prior to the game was just making sure they dealt with corners and all those balls in the air. They didn't do that on the first goal. And then a late foul. And, as much as, again, it's tough to lose these kind of games, as we said, like the free kick the kids stepped up and scored in overtime was worthy of winning a championship-type game. I'd much rather see a game get settled based on that versus one of our kids making a mistake that they have to live with for a long time. So again, they competed really hard tonight. I think if you're Coach Pryor, you have to be pleased with the effort tonight and honestly the effort all week. It was a great atmosphere and great effort from the kids tonight.
Mr. Monroe, your final thoughts?
That's a tough break. Colonels, as we talked about a lot last night, a little bit tonight, didn't have the greatest record this year. I think they end up finishing now 10-11. They needed this one to finish the season over 500, but really started coming together finding their identity, peaking at the right time, had great momentum after the win, big win last night against Hopkinsville, following the quarterfinal or the first round win against Lyon County that ended in a mercy rule. Could see it when they came out, as Coach Dempsey said. First 20 minutes, a lot of intensity, but UHA held up well, defended very well, and gave Colonels a heck of a challenge all game long. And again, to see it end that way, yes, that was just a remarkably well-hit set piece. We had such an angle on it from our vantage point up here in the press box. You could see the motion on the ball. And while, yes, it fortunately wasn't from a mistake, or, you hate to see something like an own goal just out of, panic or something like that. But I know Jacopo down there is probably going to remember that one for a while. Foreign exchange student getting one of his first real opportunities, and he played an excellent match all night, coming in, subbing in for Aiden Bugg after Bugg took an injury in the first half. And, I can see him down there right now. So hate it for our guys, but we knew it was going to be a tough season, losing so much talent from last year, and nothing that these guys should hang their heads about. They fought really well, still end up the Region 2 runners-up. Hate to see the journey end for them this year, but I think there was a lot of lessons learned that this young group for the Colonels will be able to take away from this year and go into next year a lot more prepared and ready to compete again.
All right, that'll wrap up our broadcast of the second regional championship. Want a big shout out to Ryan Monroe and Ben Dempsey. Y'all did a great job. Professional broadcast for sure. You guys know your stuff, and y'all brought a awesome, exciting 2 nights of soccer here for the Colonel fans. Big shout out to Ben Stone for the video, and Isaac Thatcher back at the station. Also, Western Kentucky Soccer Academy, Henderson Chevrolet GMC, Ryan Moore, Edward Jones, Royster's Machine Shop, Square Yard Carpet, the Port Youth Center, Owensboro Health, West Kentucky Development League by MLS Go. Our fine sponsors that brought these championship game to you tonight. Colonels fall 2-1. Great season, though. They finish runner-up in Region 2. Up next will be the Colonels versus the Tigers.